A few weeks ago, a group of about 65 people gathered in our sanctuary to learn about the Singing Revolution, in which the people of Estonia overthrew Soviet occupation and gained their independence, not by raising arms against their occupiers, but by gathering together to sing. The most famous anthem of this Estonian revolution, Mu Isamaa on minu arm, based on a poem by the Estonian nationalist poet Lydia Koidula, isn't about a desire to overthrow, nor does it contain a call for violence, but instead tells of the natural beauty of Estonia and proclaims a willingness to lay one's life down to protect it. It ends, "My sacred Estonia, your birds will sing me off to sleep, and may flowers bloom from my ashes." The anthem of their revolution, then, is not a call to arms, but a lullaby. In the face of oppression, instead of anger or hatred, they chose love. In one famous moment in 1969, a crowd of over 100,000 Estonians spontaneously began to sing this song in their capital of Tallinn during a song festival, in defiance of the Soviet censors who had outlawed such nationalistic music. The Soviet authorities tried to drown out the singing with a huge military brass band with over 100 instruments, but the singing continued even louder than the band. They sang it again and again, until their song of national pride drowned out the sound of oppression. In the end, the Soviet authorities had no choice but to invite the composer of the song onto the stage to conduct an encore, pretending that this had always been intended to happen. It was through moments like these that Estonia won its independence back, by coming together to sing as a community. They gathered and sang with love for each other and for their homeland, and with a deep commitment to nonviolence. Estonia was the first Soviet republic to win its independence, leading to the eventual fall of the entire empire. And not a single shot was fired to liberate Estonia. Not a single life was lost. They just sang together. In the face of war, they chose peace. This is the power of music to effect change. For all of human history, music has been used to bring people together, imagine a better tomorrow, and fight for change. This is what we do here at Foothills every time we sing together on Sunday. We embody words and ideas by artists from throughout history and across the world, and they help us come together in support of our own mission of unleashing courageous love. This is what we've been doing every week for the last month or so, as we've been singing Lead with Love together in church. This is why our hymnals include songs of protest alongside hymns of gratitude. Since the start of the current war in Ukraine, Estonia has been highly engaged in supporting Ukraine. I happened to be visiting Estonia this past summer as a part of a performance tour, and I saw Ukrainian flags flying everywhere I went in the capital. I could feel how the Estonian people were deeply, personally aware of the historical echoes of this moment. To them, the war in Ukraine isn't something abstract happening on the other side of the world like it can be for us. This is something that's happening to them right now. There was an immediacy of the potential threat to their own democracy that was palpable and has really stuck with me ever since. So, what do Estonians do to protest against injustice? They sing. I had the opportunity to take part in an ad hoc event that happened while I was there, in which an Estonian composer put out a call for people to come sing a new arrangement of a Ukrainian folk song that he had written to raise awareness and money for humanitarian aid for Ukraine. They set a date for a little over 2 weeks out, and they told everyone who could to show up and sing for Ukraine. On the day of the event, a Ukrainian children's choir stood in the center of this huge ensemble that gathered in an outdoor amphitheater with over 6,000 people from all around the world gathering around them to raise their voices in protest. I can't tell you how incredible it felt to be singing in a crowd of this size. It was amazing. Each of us were synchronizing our bodies to speak with one voice for one cause. But the people of Estonia know this feeling well. This event was practically thrown together at the last minute. At their national song festivals, which they hold every 5 years, they get over 130,000 people turning out to sing together, the same songs at the same time in the same place. This is the power of music. It allows us to connect and empathize with people on the other side of the world, to protest injustice, and to become a part of something bigger than ourselves. It amplifies our calls to action and allows us to embody community in a way nothing else can. As we say every Sunday, each of us has a piece of the truth, and there's perhaps nowhere where this is more literally true than when we make music together. Each person has a unique voice and a unique perspective, but when we come together and lift our voices as one, we can create something truly special. And then, just maybe, we can change the world. Next, you're going to see a recording of that performance, in which I and thousands of others took up the call for peace in Ukraine and embodied our support for those who fight against injustices around the world.